Okay.
This is a quick little video depicting how to plug the cables in on the Centroid M400S controller. After you get the console mounted on the arm, you're going to have these cables come through the rotation point on the console. First is going to be the MPG cable. Where the MPG cable gets connected is on this side over here. There's a plug and there's 4 screws. You take those screws out and you put this plug in from the back side and put the screws and the nuts back in so the threaded part is sticking out. That's your MPG. The next one is the power cable. And you can pretty much see that this is a 110 volt SO cord. And the Centroid controller has different connectors, so you cannot put the wrong connector in. This is a flat bladed, I think it's a Molex connector. The next one is our Estop Connections. We have one connection that's a little smaller. It's just a rectangular connector with a little divot up here. You can only go in one way. We have another square connector that plugs in, it locks in, and it has a V on it. We also have the Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable plugs into the PC on the cabinet, and there basically is only one RJ45 connector. It's near the USB ports in the back side of the PC. And the fussy one that most people call and have problems with is the jog panel. And the jog panel plugs into a connector that is on the back plane of the physical jog panel on the M400 console. It is this connector right here. And it actually does say, I think it says console. It's the top connector. It can only go on one way. It has 2 little legs that push into these little standoffs. You can only push it in one way. And those are the connectors that plug into the M400. The last thing you have to stick on after you install your keyboard is there is a hole in the bottom of the cabinet right now. It's in front here, and that's where your USB cable comes up through, and your USB ports are right next to the RJ45, and I can put my finger right here and show it to you. In fact, if I move these cables, you can actually see where the RJ45 connects, and here's your USB connectors. And the last thing you're going to do is plug in your fan, and your fan's going to plug into one of these power supply connectors right here, and the fan is connected to the back panel on the M400 console. You'll plug that in, make sure all your wires are wrapped up so they're not going to hit the fan. You're good to go. Thank you much.